Had the kids' rod building gathering this past weekend, and now it's time to ream this out and get this glued up. And basically, just mix up some rod bond, put it on the blank about twice as the distance of where you actually need it, and just slide this thing on there. So with custom grips, you like the inlays or anything like that, you can't just slide them on like you can the pre-made. You have to ream them to fit slightly smaller, but you don't want to stretch them or you'll cause your glue lines to explode. So now it's time to get the real seat on, and my favorite kind of arbor is the drywall tape. So I always just kind of guesstimate and then check to see it's a tight fit and make sure that there is no shake, there is no extra room, and then sometimes you have to cut some excess off because you get it a little too tight. And then check it again, there's no wiggle. So now it's time to glue it on. So I add it to the part that wraps around the blank first and then come back and put it on there. I like the drywall tape because the glue gets to go all the way from the real seat all the way down to the blank. It's completely encapsulated. And the whole point with this is to make sure the rod bond is completely covering the tape so there's no dry spots, there's no bare holes. The gaps in between are completely covered. And then I'm sticking some actually on the inside of this real seat since it actually glues to the grip. And then I turn it in the way that the tape is wrapped to keep the tape from unraveling and becoming a bloody mess. But once I get it where I want it to, I'll actually rock it back and forth to get the tape to come undone, and it kind of locks in place. It'll get stuck. And then it's just time to clean it up. And once I get all of the glue off, I'll let this sit for a day, and then hopefully tomorrow or the next day I'll figure out a wrap to put on this baby.